Welcome to the Bushido Gang. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's AttackonSamurott, bringing you all another drawing session. So this is drawing session number 4. Recording this on the 28th of September September. Pretty much today I actually posted my first Showdown Live in a month or two. You guys should see this vid probably tomorrow, most likely. Because that's basically how I'm doing my uploads right now. I'll be uploading 3 times in the week instead of actually, since it's the fall and year's about to end. I decided that, or usually around this time, I always drop down in how many vids I do in the week. I'm just gonna be doing 3 vids throughout the week on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. They're gonna get a little hectic because the other job I'm working, which is late at night. I'll have to try and bulk up as much as bulk up recording or bulk up vids for the week. So I may have to end up doing those on my days off, which are more than likely going to end up being Sundays and Wednesdays. That's just me just having my thoughts and whatnot, just thinking about stuff ahead of time. So we're going to be drawing. Well, I'm going to be drawing. You could draw along with me if you want to. But I'm drawing David Martinez from the recent Netflix, or from the recent the recent anime on Netflix called Cyberpunk Edgerunners. So I recently watched it. I watched it on Sunday, last Sunday, and it was honestly a lot better than I thought it'd be. I saw a trailer for it and I thought it looked pretty interesting. And then I started to see some clips about it too. So I just kind of got pulled in, really. Before we get started though with the vid, please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, join my Discord, the Bushido Gang, and subscribe for some more content on the channel. I don't have a sub goal at the moment, but I guess it would be cool if we could hit 530. That would be really cool. We're currently as I'm recording this vid, I'm currently at 510, so 530 would be pretty cool if we can get there. I'm not really pushing for a goal at the moment because I'm just kind of chilling, really. But that would be pretty cool if we get 530. Just make mini goals until we get to the main goal, which is 1K, which is 1K. Am I recording? I am recording. Okay, sick. Let's get away from that now. I said let's get away from that now. There we go. Alright, I was saying that I started watching Cyberpunk Edgerunners, and like I said, it was pretty good. The people that animated it, they were the same guys, Studio Trigger. They were the same guys that did the popular anime, or the popular animes like Kill la Kill, Gurren Lagann, Panty and Stocking. I think it was episode 4 or 5 of the Star Wars Visions series. It was the one with the twins. They animated that. Promare, which I haven't seen yet, but that one does look pretty interesting. And there was another one that they did. I can't really think about it at the moment, or I don't really recall it. Oh wait, there was one they did with this furry shit. I don't remember the name of it, but they did that. And there was another one that they did. Again, I can't think of it. Oh wait, I think Trigger. Darling in the France. But I think, was that Trigger? It looks like a Trigger show or a Trigger anime. I'm pretty sure it was Trigger that did that. And I think they help with Evangelion too, but that one might be a little off. I'm thinking of Madhouse. No, Madhouse did Evangelion. I don't think Trigger helped with I don't think Studio Trigger helped with Evangelion, but I might be wrong. You guys let me know in the comments below about that. the way how Cyberpunk was animated, like it wasn't compared to like the other like trigger animes, it wasn't as over the top, I'd say. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that thinks that, especially someone that's like seen that's like watched a lot of their work. It didn't feel like it was too over the top, which is okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't have any problems with that. It's just something I noticed about it. It was very grounded, which is again very very different, very opposite of like how Studio Trigger does their anime, or does their animes usually, because like they're always over the top. Like Kill la Kill's a perfect example of that, because that shit is just ridiculous. And what's funny about that anime is like just like how the animation was done too, because like it felt kind of like it was kind of like a clip art a little bit, because it was just so static at sometimes, but it was purposely done that way because of the way the characters, or because of the characters like personality. Like this one character, I remember her name, I think it was like Nue. She was the pink girl, and I just remember like her animation was just hilarious because she would just move like one frame or two. Like it was just purposely done that way. She was hilarious, but yeah. But yeah, going back to the anime though, Cyberpunk, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Again, it was way better than I thought it'd be. I didn't really have any high expectations for it, but because I mean, I kind of just went in blind. Like I know about Cyberpunk, because when the game first dropped, like I remember watching replays for it, or not watching replays, watching let's plays for it, and it looked pretty fun actually. It looked like it was a fun game, but the problem was that it just had like a lot of issues, like graphical issues, I think, like glitches and whatnot. So it just had like a pretty rough launch, but it seems like they're starting to make a comeback in a way, and I think this anime is like part of the reason why it's making that comeback, which is cool, definitely a cool thing. But but yeah. But yeah, definitely. Again, like I said, this anime was pretty fun. I enjoyed it a lot. The Cyberpunk, universe just has like it's just really cool to me, or really interesting to me, like just how like, because when you think about these dystopian type animes, like for example Akira, Battle Angel Alita, Ghost in the Shell, like all those animes that are just this type of dystopian style, they're all like dark, really. But then Cyberpunk is just very vibrant. Like it's got a lot of like bright colors and everything. So it's just interesting, just like how they make that contrast to it, in my opinion. But maybe I might be wrong, because I think Akira is pretty bright as well. But again, it's just not as bright compared to the Cyberpunk world and whatnot. But yeah, it was very fun. Definitely enjoyed watching it. I probably say my favorite character from the anime. It was probably between David and Main. It's between those two. Mostly because like, no, actually, yeah, well, definitely David and Main, and then probably third. Third would probably be. Third would probably be either Lucy or Rebecca. It's just kind of tough to pick either one. Nah, I'd probably say Lucy. Never mind. Probably be Lucy and then Rebecca after that. So it would have been cool if Rebecca had more screen time. I probably would have changed my opinion on that. But yeah. But yeah, again, it was just a pretty good anime, in my opinion. Very solid. Story flowed really nicely, and the animation was just great too. Just a solid anime. And I mean, I could talk more about it, but I don't want to like spoil people or anything, because then that would also ruin like ruin me ruin the video anyway, because you know people that are probably watching this have probably never seen Cyberpunk Edgerunners, so I don't want to say too much. Just in respects to them and whatnot. But yeah. Again, if you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend it. Again, it was a very solid anime. It did have a lot of references to the actual game too. And another cool thing that I liked about it is how they actually use like music from the game as well. So they just kind of like really delved into that world. And again, I just thought it was sick how they did it. Honestly. But yeah, man, dope anime. Very, very dope. Very, very cool. All that fun stuff. I gotta say, I like the character designs too. I like the character designs too. Probably say again, David's character design is very, very cool. I actually never noticed it, but but apparently, I think his design's actually based off the main character from Cyberpunk, V. So like I could probably show like a picture of V actually. Let me just pick it up real quick. But like you actually kind of see that parallel, because I mean they both have like the same fade or whatever that is that's on their head. They have like the same fade, but you know obviously just the hair is just different. But yeah, I just thought that was kind of cool how they actually did that. How the main characters like, or how what's his name? David's character's kind of a little bit similar to that, but yeah, they kind of have the same design, which I thought was interesting how they did that. But yeah, like literally about the same type of design. And then I can just show you David real quick. So let me just show you David. So David Martinez. Oh shit, I can't spell Martinez. Okay, so there we go. And then we got David. So they literally just kind of like the same like design, or the same character in a way. No, I'm wrong. It's the same. It's pretty much like the same like hairstyle. I mean, same hairstyle basically. It's just that you know, David has more of a what's the word? I can't think of it. A mohawk kind of. Well, I guess it's not really a mohawk. It's even like in game, or I guess someone else's rendition of it. It's not really like that. I don't know. It looks more like a mohawk to me, but again, it's just what I think. That's just how it looks to me. I'm probably wrong about that, but but yeah. Again, I'd probably say I liked his design. His design was pretty cool. Again, the way how the yellow and everything just kind of like meshes well with again the eyes and whatnot. It was just very solid. Just a very solid design. So again, I like it, and that's what made me want to draw him first. I may end up drawing the other characters too. Like I may end up drawing Main and mine. I may end up drawing Main and maybe Lucy, but it all depends on how I'm feeling, really. But yeah, let's see. The anime was like 10 episodes or something. It was like 10 episodes. And I'd probably say my favorite out of those episodes, I'd probably say it was episode 6. Definitely, that's a pretty big one. Episode 6, and I'd probably say like 2 and 3. I'd say 2, 3, 6. Actually, wait, 2, 3. I'm trying to remember like which episode was the one where that character. I think it might have been 5. It might have been 3. It might have been 5 that I'm thinking about. think it might have been 5. Again, I'm just trying to like think about it and not say too much, because again, I don't want you guys to get spoiled if you're interested in it. If you're interested in watching the anime, so I'm not trying to say too much. But yeah, I think I'm actually gonna erase this, because I think I might be doing a little too much. I don't want this to, like, I don't want his eyebrows to really like touch this part of that fade or whatever this is called. Okay, I don't know why it's not, like, there we go. Okay, that was weird. Just like erase that a little bit. Trying to fix this part because this is a little off. Actually, this is better. It's actually better. There we go. I fixed it. I fixed it. Yeah, I'd probably say after David, like in terms of like characters that I liked, like just by design, it's tough to say if it's Main or if it's Lucy, because I like both their designs. Both their designs were pretty sick. But I guess if we're talking about just how fluid their characters would look too, it might have been Main. Thinking back on it, it might have been Main. But again, these are just my opinions on it. You guys can form your own and let me know what you guys think in the comments about Cyberpunk Edgerunners. I actually would like to have a talk about that too, like just a talk in the comments about it, if that's alright with y'all. If anyone is actually interested in that, or even watching me. Erase this guy. I think this is a little off too. It kind of sucks that this anime was only for one season. But I mean, it was the way how the anime like went down. I mean, like there wasn't really much that could happen, especially after the end. So I kind of wish that there was more to it. Like, I think the Cyberpunk universe is actually interesting. They don't really say too much just about like where the characters, come from and whatnot. Like, again, I'm just more curious about like how that works. Like like how are these cyborg like people, able to do all these things and whatnot. Like, I don't think these, like, they're not naturally born. There's just no way. Especially since they're able to just change and like upgrade their bodies like that. And they start off mostly human, and then they just start adapting and just start, going to like the Rip Doctor and just or the Ripper Doctor and just, like changing up their body and whatnot. So I don't know, I'm just kind of curious about how that works in their world. Like, just like how exactly does that work out for them and whatnot. I think I made his eyes too big. I'm just gonna make this a little smaller. That's a little bit better. That's a little better. And it's just this part that's a little off, but I could fix that afterwards. I'm not gonna dive in too much on that, or I'm not gonna like spend too much time on that. I've already, like, I don't know how long I've already been talking, but it's probably been like I want to go back real quick because I don't like the way I did the nose. Just do this instead, and I'll just like put the shadow in and whatnot. Nope. Sorry about me being so quiet. I'm trying to think. Well, one, I'm trying to think of like what to say, and two, I'm also like just looking back at the face because I feel like I'm messing up something here. Except for the shadow. I don't think I really need the shadow like that. I'll figure out what to do with that after. I'm not really gonna like think about that too much. I'm still a little frustrated over the eye because I definitely mess up on the eye. Like, I don't know what it is, but like when I draw things on the right side, I can actually do that better than I can do it on the left side. I don't know if any other like people have an issue like that. You can draw well on one side, but you can't draw that well on the other side. Like, again, as you can tell. So I'm just kind of curious, like, what's the best way to really handle that? Cause I don't like I don't like that. Cause again, I know I can get this side perfectly well, but the right side, I mean the left side. I mean, well, no, right side and the left side. I can do the left side better than I can do the right side, and I don't know why it's like that. I have no idea, but yeah, I'll try and fix this a little later. And again, for one, I'm just sketching this out. That's an eraser. I'm just sketching this out, so I'll end up like, just using something better anyway. Or I mean, drawing more and drawing it with just one stroke. So yeah. It's kind of crazy thinking back on when this game dropped. Because, like, Cyberpunk dropped. I think it dropped during quarantine. Or was it the year before? It was like 2019 or 2020. I don't remember exactly, like, which year the game dropped. But it's just kind of funny. Or it's just interesting thinking back on. Or thinking on, it's been like 4 years or something. Or about to be 4 years since the game dropped. And now it's like becoming more of a playable game compared to when it dropped, So, and also, it's getting more attention as well. So it's just interesting how that kind of like, how that really like unfolds. Because again, I think the whole world is, the whole cyberpunk world is interesting. But again, when I was watching those let's plays for the game, it also just looked like there wasn't much to do. The way how they advertised Cyberpunk, like it looked like it was gonna be another GTA, like another GTA game, but it didn't really seem to live up to that, and I think that's what a lot of people were expecting when the game first dropped, but yeah, it just never really amounted to that, so it just kind of became its own thing in a way, but still, like. I don't know. This was like a game that you could just do a lot in, like just your own little sandbox. But it also seems like it was more, I don't know. It just seemed empty. Again, just from watching those let's plays. But again, I could be wrong. I'm okay with being wrong about that stuff or about this stuff when it comes to the game because one, I don't even have it, so I've never played it for myself, and two, again, I'm just speaking from what I've seen. So, so yeah. But again, I like the idea. The game's cool. The idea of the game is cool. It's just the execution. I feel like it was just off by a little bit. But it's cool to see that they're coming back though. Like usually when it comes to games like that, most developers would just leave the project and just try something else. But City Project Red, or what is it? What was it like? It's called their CP whatever. What is it like CRP, or CRD or CRR, CPR, right? City Project Red, yeah, CPR. I think I'm pretty sure I'm wrong somewhere. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong somewhere. But it's just the fact that they never gave up on Cyberpunk. It's pretty fascinating. Like they are dedicated to this shit. And that's like the one takeaway from this. Like they are just dedicated to making sure they get the best out their game. So I respect them for that. Because again, most developers would have just left the game and just went on to something else. But nah, they were determined. Like some stubborn ass motherfucker. some stubborn ass developers. So good for them. Good for them. Now the game is getting attention again. So means more sales for them. I actually do follow them. And apparently there's been like 20 million people that have actually bought the game as of recently. So yeah, they're doing something. They're doing something right. They're doing something right finally. Now that they've, figured out how to gravitate towards the people and whatnot. But yeah, this anime definitely helped a lot. Getting them attention again. Or getting them back on track with stuff. But yeah, if I had a PS4, I probably would have this game. PS4, PS5. Well, I think the PS5 is probably better because it probably would run better. But if I had it, then I'd probably be playing that game. But I do not have a PS5 because I am poor. So I don't have that yet. But maybe one day I'll get one. But for now, I'll just enjoy my Nintendo Switch. I barely play. Nah, for real, I haven't actually played on any of my consoles in a while. I don't know why, but I just don't really play on my Switch as often as I used to. Maybe that's what happens when you're just busy all the time. Just not have time to be playing like you used to. Just unfortunate. I think I fucked up somewhere. Definitely messed up somewhere, but it's alright. I'll fix this later. Alright. Excuse me. I don't know why I don't have much to really say in this vid. Like, I just don't really have much to say today. It's kind of the opposite of how I usually have been with these videos, because I just have a ton of things to really talk about, but I don't know, I feel pretty content right now. So I don't really, like, have a whole ton of stuff to say. Oh, what the fuck? What the f- Oh, there we go, something else happened. Now, let me just fix that. I guess I give a little bit of a summary of what Cyberpunk Edgerunners is about. So, the main character, his name is David Martinez. He is a high school dropout. He was in the high school that was pretty much like he was in the high school, in Night City, and I forgot what the name of the school was called, but it's basically like funded by the Arasaka company that does all this like big tech shit. So he was like a top 10 student, or like a top A student, but he couldn't afford it. His parents, his mom couldn't really afford to keep him continuing to get educated there. So what he wanted to drop out, because he just didn't want to see his mom keep struggling and trying to like help him out and shit. So one day, this one day, this like tech comes in, and his mom finds it, and this tech is called the Sandevistan or something like that. And basically, it's this kind of like this tech that kind of has this like speed bullet, or that has this like bullet time, with I guess comparing it to what's her name, like Bayonetta from Bayonetta, like Bayonetta. So having that witch time and whatnot, or bullet time or whatever, for other like RPGs and shit. So his mom finds it, while she's kind of a well, I guess it's a little bit of a spoiler, but she was a or she's a she's like a what's the word, like a scavenger in a way, just finding, no, not scavenger, the actual term is that she's an edge runner. So she goes around collecting shit, really, and getting payment from it. So that's what she does. And obviously, David at the time, he didn't know what his mom was doing to actually, like help him get through school or help pay his tuition and whatnot. So he's pretty much oblivious to all this shit. Um, so one day his mom, brings in this tech, and again he didn't know about it, or until like later, really. Um, he didn't know about it until later. So basically, like I don't want to say too much. I really don't want to say too much because I want you guys to actually enjoy it for yourselves. But yeah, all I can just say is that tech that his mom found, it plays a very, very big role in David, and just like how he actually uses that tech. Um, Again, basically it has like this bullet time, witch time kind of effect where he can just move like hella fast. But it does have like a little bit of a drawback effect. Or it does backfire a little bit on him because every time he uses it, his body just like gets affected by it, and he starts to like have nosebleeds and hallucinates. Well, actually, that's something else. Something else actually. Something else entirely. But it does add on. I'll say that. But again, I don't want to say too much. But basically, it just has like all these like physical like all these things that happen to him are just all physical and shit. So yeah. But again, if you want to watch it, go for it. It's on Netflix. I don't have Netflix, so don't tell me how I watch it, because I'm not going to tell you. I ain't going to tell you. I ain't going to tell shit. Just know I found it somehow, because I have reliable sources. But yeah. Again, like I said, I definitely recommend it. If you guys are into like dystopian stuff, or have like played Cyberpunk, or just a fan of Trigger, Studio Trigger, then definitely this anime may be for you. Excuse me. I wonder, would it be more accurate to describe the Cyberpunk world closer to the Akira world? Because, I mean, well, actually, yeah, I feel like it's closer to Akira. Like, just how the way the world is. No, it's not exactly like that. But it has some elements, I'd say. No. Nah. For one, I actually need to read the manga for Akira. I think I'm gonna have to do that at some point. And I need to read the manga for Battle Angel Alita, just to see what that's like. And I still gotta watch Ghost in the Shell. Like, again, I know about them. I'm making these examples because that's the closest example to what these animes are like, and comparing it to Cyberpunk Edgerunner. But I'm just saying, like, personally for myself, I know I need to watch these animes. Well, I'm not gonna watch the movie for Battle Angel Alita, because that shit that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. But I'll definitely but I definitely need to again read the manga for what's it called, for Akira. I just want to see what the differences were between that and the anime. So I'm definitely curious about that. Man, I can't believe July and wow, July, yes. I can't believe this September's already over. Like, I feel like this month has gone by ridiculously fast. Um, like I'm happy because we're one step closer to, well, actually not even one step, we're like next week. Next week, the new season starts, for anime, the fall season. So again, it's just gonna be back to back heat for the week, and that is going to be sick as fuck. Again, seeing Bleach comes on Mondays, and then it's no, actually, My Hero is on Saturdays, along with Spy Family. Um, Sunday I think is Mob Psycho. I think Sunday is Mob Psycho, and then Sunday, not Monday, and then Monday is Bleach. Monday's Bleach. Tuesday is Tuesdays I believe are gonna be are set for no, sorry, Tuesdays are set for I did that the wrong way. Tuesdays are set for Chainsaw Man, and I forgot what else is in the week, but those are the ones I'm paying the most attention to. Bleach, I almost said Cyberpunk again. Bleach, again Bleach, and Bleach, My Hero, Spy Family, and Chainsaw Man. Those are the ones I'm really looking forward to the most for this season. But still, man, we're getting some heat this fall, and Mob Psycho. How could I forget Mob Psycho? But yeah, like we got some heat coming, man. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait. It's just gonna be freaking fire. Oh my god. Oh my goodness gracious. I haven't seen a season this packed since, like, it's been a long time since the season's been this packed before, hasn't it? So I don't recall one that was actually this packed before. The one thing I didn't pick up on David's design until after watching Cyberpunk was the fact that his jacket, it looks just like, just like the type of jackets that firemen actually wear. So that's another that's definitely something quite fascinating about that. But I think in the actual anime, I think the jacket was meant for the med corps, for like the med corps. So people that had to help with getting rid of the bodies and shit. So yeah, the whole like the character, like the whole design was just foreshadowing, basically, kind of telling the fate of this character. But But again, like his character is very cool. It's kind of funny. It's kind of like something to note about these characters that Trigger always uses. Like I'm talking about Kamina. I'm talking about Simone. Well, even Simone is kind of like that. But definitely Kamina, the guy from Promare. I can't really think. No. I was gonna say Ryuko, but I don't think she's really like that. But basically, those characters that are just kind of like headstrong and just like very confident and whatnot. Again, Kamina, for example, like this leader kind of character. Or again, even Simone was like that too. Where he kind of grew into being more of a leader after Kamina. So it's just interesting how they've kept that trope with their characters. Like it's just always been a consistent thing with them. So it's just funny how it still like applies to David, because he kind of has those same characteristics as the characters I mentioned. Again, Simone, Kamina, the guy from Promare, and whatnot. So they all just kind of have like this distinct characteristic, and even design to some extent. Even their designs are similar too. So it's just funny how all of that like still connects these characters. But yeah. I should zoom in a little bit more. Excuse me. I think he had a cross. Like, I thought it was a cross, but I think it might have been something else. But I don't think it was a cross that he had. Let me just see. We're into that. I'm pretty sure it was a cross. Like, I thought it was something else for his necklace, but it's basically a cross that he has. It's kind of a cross. Wait, hold on. There we go. Okay, no, it's not a cross. It looked like it was. Like some shots in the anime make it look like a cross. But it looks more like a key. I'll probably just make it look something like that. Wrong thing. I'll just make it look something like that then. I know my cross isn't looking exactly like a cross, but just give it a second. Just give it a second. There you go. Alright, there you go. Oh, I've been recording. It's been 56. Jeez. Okay. Alright. Seeing as I don't have much to really say, because I've just been drawing this whole time. I don't know. Should I just make this a part 1 and then do a part 2, or should I just keep going? I don't know if I want to keep going. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually just gonna see how this looks in comparison. I mean, it's not gonna look exactly alike because I definitely messed up somewhere. But I got the main stuff. I got the main stuff for real. Yeah, I'll probably have to. I'm definitely gonna add more to this and make it look a little bit better. So, for now, I guess that's gonna be the end of the video. I know I didn't really say much. I apologize for that, but I was just so focused on this. I was just super zoned in on this drawing. Again, I'm gonna try and talk more in the next part, and I'll probably like fix the things I need to fix. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the vid. If you guys did, please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, join my Discord, the Bushido Gang, and subscribe for some more content on the channel. Again, I'm trying to decide what to do with this. I want to keep drawing, and I want to show off more of it, but I don't know how exactly I'm gonna do that, because this is actually the first time I've done this now. So I don't know if I'm just gonna continue with it and just go from there, or just do like an update or something. Oh well, anyways, this is gonna be that. I hope you all enjoyed the vid. Please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, join my Discord, the Bushido Gang, and subscribe for some more content on the channel. Be safe, wash your hands, and peace out.